going on, everyone? Dan back here with the Regular Guy Garage. A couple new updates for the 2002 Camaro SS build. So I got the exhaust welded up onto it. The guy said he had to do some modifications to the Y pipe that I had for it. I don't even know if it was the right one for the headers and exhaust that were on the car, but we got that all set up so it's not as loud anymore. It toned the sound down a lot, which I'm sure makes my neighbors happy. And honestly, it was getting kind of annoying every time I started it. I mean, it sounded like I had a monster truck in the driveway. And I mean, yeah, it sounds cool, but I'm trying to drive this car semi-daily, so you know, I can't really have it, you know, crazy loud all the time. But anyway, aside from that, I've been messing around with the laptop and the HP tuners. I have an HP tuners that I used for my 2017 Camaro. I still have credits on it, so I went ahead and licensed the 2002 Camaro, and I started messing around with the tune just to kind of get the idle right. A couple guys commented, you know, whether I think it was either on Instagram or maybe on one of my last videos, that the idle kind of was a little inconsistent or choppy or whatever. So I went through and actually, I have zero experience with tuning, but you know, I read some tutorials online and stuff, and I just went through and tried to smooth out the idle, and I got it to the point where it idles good enough to the point where you know, it's not going to stall out or anything when I throw it in gear or coasting up to a stop sign. You know, before the engine wanted to stall, and it doesn't want to do that anymore. So that's really all I was going for. I am obviously going to have it professionally tuned when the time comes, but for now, I mean, I have no experience. You know, I'm just messing with the idle, so I'm really not going to, you know, destroy the car just by making some adjustments. And it's kind of cool, you know, to kind of mess with it and just learn, you know, learn as I go. A lot of reading and research though, so I mean, if you want to learn how to do that, I know there's HP Tuners has the tuning school, which I've been thinking about doing, but it is kind of pricey, so I'm going to hold off on that for now. Anyway, as you can see what I'm dealing with here, flat tires. So I need tires on the car before I can actually start driving it every day. I went ahead and got a new window motor, so I'm going to go ahead and probably do that this weekend. There might be 2 quick videos coming out. That'll probably just be a quick how-to, you know, probably not crazy long, because this window does not go down and it's incredibly annoying. Plus it's really hot in the car. Alright guys, so what I'm doing here is just uploading. I was just kind of messing with some of the check engine lights and whatnot. I don't have rear O2s on the car, and it's already done. Wow, that was pretty quick. So I don't have rear O2s on the car, and sometimes with the when you put a cam in, it will cause the computer to think that it's misfiring because the profile on the cam is different than stock. I know you can tune it out. Obviously I don't have that capability right now, so for now I just shut it off so it won't come on. But when I do actually go to get the car tuned, probably what I'm gonna do is just have you know, I'll probably just get to where I'm going, flash the stock file back to it, and then this way the tuner, instead of him going through whatever I'm messing with, you know, he can just basically start from stock file and go up. If he doesn't, you know, he might already have something preloaded. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a quick start, and we'll see how this idle tune that I've kind of thrown together, we'll see how it does. Alright, so as you can see, the exhaust has toned the sound of the car down a lot. I got the O2 sensors extended and hooked up. Like I said, I threw kind of just like, you know, my own little bass idle tune on it. If you can hear, the idle speed is much higher. The stock idle is way too low. It doesn't even have enough vacuum for the brake for the brakes I'll have. So I have the idle raised up. I think it's about 750, 800 right now. Obviously I'm not gonna go through and explain it because honestly I don't really fully understand it, but there was a few things that I had to do aside from just raising the RPM to actually get it to idle right. That's kind of where we're at right now. I'm still trying to run. I don't know how old the gas is that's in this car, and honestly I'm trying to just let it all run out. I got about maybe a little over a quarter tank left before I can really before I even take it to get tuned. So I need to run the rest of that gas out. I got a new fuel filter for it. But we're getting closer. A lot of work went into this thing. Slowly coming together day by day. And I mean, it's a fun project. For those who are curious about the setup, who haven't seen my previous videos, this LS engine is an iron block LS engine. It's a 5.3 block, but it's bored out to a 5.7. I bought it from Summit Racing. It has the stock heads, the stock intake, stock everything minus the cam, and then long tube headers for now. The internals of the engine, pistons and rods, are Moly forged pistons and Scat forged connecting rods. So the internals on the engine are very strong. I have the rings gapped for a pretty hefty shot of nitrous. So I mean, we should be able to, you know, have some fun with this. The transmission, yeah, it's a 4L60. It probably won't last long, but I think for what we're going to use it for, it should be all right. If you're new to the channel, this isn't my only car. I also have a 2017 Camaro SS 1LE Krypton Green, which I did a Whipple supercharger on. And once I finish this thing, I am ready to start working on that car. Aside from that, guys, if you like the video, be sure to give it a like. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. If you don't follow me on Instagram, @RegularGuyGarage. As always, take care, and we'll see you on the next one.